Welcome back to another Painted by Fame. I am so excited to jump into today's look, so here we go. So first thing, to intensify the pigmentation we'll be overlaying, I'm going to use a lip liner as a base to create the color story for the eye. For the direction of this video, I was truly inspired by the 80s. Pat Benatar and New Wave, these gave direction for me to create a Miss Fame look that I've never done before, so I was truly excited. After priming the eye with the liners, I'm just taking a coset brush and I'm blending out the edges to really diffuse it so that I have a great base to apply my shadow. Alright, to highlight underneath my brow, I'm going to be using my first Pat McGrath product I'm so excited about, Copper 002 pigment, just beneath the brow and extending past the framework of my brow structure. And from lash to socket, I'm applying Fuchsia 002 eye blush, just to seamlessly merge those two color stories. Now to add depth to my newly defined socket line, I'm going to be using black caviar gel liner to sculpt a beautiful and extended new eyeline. And diffuse those edges with a coset brush. Now to move into the direction of skin, I'm going to be blocking out my beard first and foremost. That's always a good start when you do drag. You want to get rid of that shadow. And this is a great way to camouflage it. Using the salmon tone, it really eliminates the shading beneath the skin. Now I can overlay my foundation, making sure to concentrate most of the pigmentation toward the lower half of my face. And blend like nobody's business. Now to highlight or brighten up the canvas, I like to use a full coverage cream concealer. I'm using Kevyn Aucoin right here, an SX01. And I concentrate on all the high points of the face, underneath my lash line to the bridge of the nose, center of the forehead, down at the top of the lip and chin. These key points really help to bring out the femininity in a masculine face. Now I like to use the Beauty Blender, and I can use the same sponge for all areas of the face. I've also been blessed to have the Beauty Blender sponsor my makeup tour, and they have these amazing new tiny sponges I've yet to try, but I could still do all of the detailing by squeezing the sponge to shape, and it really works on every detail, including the nose. Now to contour for couture, I'm going to be using an angled coset brush. I like to use a brush to apply the contour because it blends as I apply, and it makes my finished product look even more seamless and delicious. When sculpting the nose, use less dark product than you think, so you have less blending and it just looks more natural in the finished product. A pro tip for nose contour blending, be very mindful not to overlap your contour into your highlight zone. Keep it clean. Now, securing this cream foundation, I'm using a loose powder, specifically the NARS loose powder in Snow, which is a bright, light, high coverage powder. And I prefer to start using a brush so you get a more skin finish rather than a cakey mask effect, which can happen when you dip your pad and overpack it onto the skin. It'll look very finished and refined in the end goal. And when I secure the cream contours, I use the largest brush I have with a deeper shade of loose powder, and that gives a very diffused finish, which I love. Now, to re-establish the depth over the top of the loose powders, I'm going to use a powder contour, and that's going to really sculpt out the face the way I like it. And because this look is so colorful in the eye area, I'm just going to add a kick of color to the cheek because the 80s were all about high contoured cheeks and temples full of blush. So this is my little tribute to that era. Let's illuminate this face. So all of the key points, the front of the cheekbones, the top of the lip, use the tip of your finger to kind of concentrate some light into the nose, but not too much, and the center of the forehead. And we get this beautiful radiant glow. I love that I can keep introducing more Pat McGrath Lab product using Blue 002 pigment underneath the eye to add a touch of flair. Also, I'm going to continue using the black caviar gel liner everywhere. I'm applying it through the brow hairs to add depth since I'm wearing a black wig, all over that lash line in a nice smudgy way, and into the waterline as well, so I get a gorgeous internal smoky eye with all that surrounding color. It's one of the best black gel liners I've ever used. Let me continue my obsession with this liner. Not only did I use it in the brows and along the waterline of the eye, I'm going to be using it to fill in and define a beautiful lip shape. It's a very versatile product, and it's also extremely long wear, creamy at the application. I really have a fond love affair for this liner. Now to finish this look and set it into a new dimension, I'm overlaying with OCC's Technopagan. It's sickening. In tribute to Pat, I'm obsessed with this look. It's absolutely major. Get into it. It's unique. It's one of the coolest things I've ever created. And if you're interested in it and other products like it, you can also check out my other video using Pat McGrath Labs, Black and Gold. Thank you so much, guys. Follow, like, and subscribe, and show me your looks on Instagram. Big kisses.